Reeve, Principal of Vanderveer Elementary School.
And I'm Dr. Tian, Superintendent of Schools.
We are so excited to welcome everyone to our Vanderveer Evening Learning Academy.
You are all in for weeks and weeks of enjoyment.
You will be learning alongside your very own Vanderveer teachers.
Also, we have teachers and administrators from across the district that will be bringing you fun learning experiences.
You will become scientists, engineers, mathematicians, writers, world explorers, and learn to communicate in different languages as you explore concepts in math, reading, writing, science, social studies, world language, and so many more.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we encourage you to visit often and view other lessons in our learning library as we add to the videos each week. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Flacker and I'm a teacher at Somerville High School. Have you ever been to Somerville High School? Yes, you may have been here for a football game or a movie event, or maybe you even have an older sibling that comes to school here. I teach world studies and United States history. I also teach a special class called Tomorrow's Teachers. My students want to become teachers one day. We study how students learn, how teachers create lessons, and how schools work. Have you seen my students in your classroom or school this year? Yes, my students may have visited your classroom to observe and to help teach. Here are some of my awesome students, and they have a great lesson to share with you today.
Good morning, class. My name is Brad, and one fun fact about me is I like to go skiing.
Good morning, class. I hope your day is going well. My name is Caleb, and one fact about me is that I like to write poetry.
Hi everyone, my name is Caroline and I play softball.
Hi class, I'm Peyton and I play soccer.
Class, my name is Ryan, and one fun fact about me is that I enjoy playing football.
Hey students, I'm Peyton, and in this lesson we are going to be jumping into journaling. Now, have any of you ever journaled before? Wow, so some of you may have said yes and some of you may have said no. Personally, I love journaling and writing stuff down in a notebook or on a piece of paper. But my favorite part about journaling is getting to decorate my own journal. A fun part of journaling is expressing yourself. Show who you are. That's what journaling is all about. Decorate the cover or a page in the book. Show your favorite sports, snacks, animals, color, pictures of friends and family, anything you love or enjoy. Show who you are by using stickers, pictures from the internet, or pictures around your house, or magazine cutouts. Anything you want, get creative. Here's an example of what my journal looks like. As you can see, I have different pictures of what my favorite things are. I have a picture of a piece of pizza because pizza is my favorite food, a paw print because I have a dog, an elephant because it's my favorite animal, a purple star because purple is my favorite color, a picture of the sun because summer is my favorite season, a picture of a soccer ball because I play soccer, and a picture of a planet because I love space. This is what your journal can look like. Of course, yours can look different than mine because everyone has their own interest. Make it what you want it to look like and make it look cute and fun. Have fun with your journal.
Okay, thank you Peyton for the decorating tips that she just gave us. Now we are going to be moving on tips on how to journal. Now, have any of you guys ever journaled before? Okay, I'm hearing mixed things, some yes, some no's, some maybes. So we're just gonna go over like what are some good things that we can do while we're journaling and that will like make it beneficial for us. So the first tip is kind of going off what Peyton said, decorating your journal to fit your personality and make it into something that you are proud of. The prouder you are and the more that you like it, the more that you will journal. If it's a part of your daily routine, you will not forget to add to your journal. By adding the dates to all of your journals, you'll know exactly like what day you were feeling what, and if you ever need to go back and look for something, it'll just be easier to go and find it. If you always have your journal near you or close to you, it'll make it easier for when something happens that you need to write down, or if you just think of something, if it's always there right next to you, you can just use it whenever you need to. When you are responding to some of the prompts, you can try like answering in different ways, so it doesn't always have to be written out. You can do different drawings, like a diagram, bullet points, but if you mix it up each time, it'll make it like more fun to journal. By explaining everything that you're thinking thoroughly, it just makes it easier and like it feels better because you're able to get everything that you're thinking out onto the sheet of paper. And knowing that your journal is just for you and your eyes only, you can write whatever you want in that journal because it's yours and you're the only one who's going to be reading it and writing in it. So knowing that will just make you more comfortable and you'll just want to write more in it. Okay. Not every day you're gonna just have something to write. So these are some journal questions that are fun to answer if you just are stuck and don't know what to write and want to write in your journal. So the first one is, if you could trade places with anyone for one day, who would it be and why? Now this question really just gets you thinking because you usually wouldn't be answering a question like that in your journal. The second one is, what is your favorite month of the year and why? Now, this you can explain like, is it the season? Is it the time of year? Is it the things that happen in that month? The next one is, what was your favorite part of last week? That just allows you to highlight all the good things that have been happening recently. What are 5 things that you would want if you were stranded on a deserted island? Now, I don't think any of us have been on a deserted island, but I think it's something fun to think about and different to write in your journal instead of just what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And the last one of these journal questions is, who is someone that you look up to? So these, you guys can use any of these, and I will now be passing it on to Caleb. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Hey class, my name is Caleb, and today I will be teaching you some benefits of writing how you feel in your journals. Now, how do you guys feel about writing journals? Some, they're fun, you like them. Some, you just don't like writing at all. Don't worry, I was at that stage one point in my life too. I didn't like writing anything that I do for school, no essays, no paragraphs. I didn't like writing at all. But growing up, I figured that just writing how I feel, whether how I feel today, how I feel about school, how I feel about my family, how I feel about myself, really was a healthy way for me to express my emotions. And just some personal things I want to share with you guys is that growing up, I would lash out, I would get angry, I would punch things, and these are all negative ways of expressing yourself. But one day I decided, you know what, let me grab a notebook, let me get a pencil, and just write out how I feel. And I was like, this actually really helps. And I know there's a lot of students out there, a lot of you guys out there who, have gotten angry at, your parents, a sibling, a coach, whether it's at sports, how you're feeling that day. You just want to explode on the inside. But guess what? There is a method out there that's pretty simple. All you need a pencil and a piece of paper. You just write down how you feel. You write it out. You keep writing, you're writing, you're writing, writing, and then I'm telling you, you feel so relieved. And writing a journal gives you so many opportunities to express yourself, whether it's a regular, this was my day, kind of like a diary, but for my boys who don't like to use the word diary, it's just writing out how your day was, and it just fills you with so much calmness. It's one of the coolest things that I think is really interesting about writing journals is that you can write out how you feel and you just let it all out. You can express yourself, and writing out your journals, writing out how you're feeling in different situations also gives you a chance to self-reflect. And by self-reflect, I mean you can figure out, wait, even though this person did that, this is what I did in response. And therefore you can reflect and see, next time I'll do better. Because while you can't control how people react or the circumstances around you, you can control how you react, both on the inside and out. So it gives you a chance to grow as a person. And when you grow as a person, you become more positive, you see things in a different light, and it really does help. And one thing that I really want to stress is that writing is not hard. If you just, you don't gotta, there's no, when you're doing a journal, there's really no organized portion of it. Of course, once you can add your name, the date, even the weather, anything you like, because writing your journals is just expressing how you feel. If you want to organize it, there's always, you can, put the name, the date, like I said before. You can put how you feel on that day, whether you're putting a scale from 1 through 10. And personally for me, I like to add poems at the end of my journals. Like, I'll write what I went through that day or how I'm feeling. At the end, I'll just write a poem. And I know poetry, you guys are probably like, oh, poetry's a bit, not really my thing. When I was growing up, it wasn't my thing either. I'm telling you right now, I didn't know how to really write poems. And then one day I just wrote out, just a poem I felt like, just wanted to go. I just felt like writing it, and it turned out really well. And ever since that point, I have continued to write poems as a way of expressing myself. And I just really want to stress to you guys that writing out how you feel, instead of exploding, instead of punching things, instead of getting angry, it really helps. Now, if you guys can bear with me for 1 second, I just want to share this poem with you. And I wrote that some days the sky shines bright, some days the sky is dark, but it's full of stars, clouds, and moonlight. Even when it gets dark, I can still find the light. So don't worry, Caleb. Everything will be alright. Just be yourself and continue to be right. That is a poem I wrote from almost 3 years ago. I am now a senior in high school. And I still look back at that poem because it gives me so much hope that even though everything might not be okay right now, keep looking up. Keep looking towards the stars. Because even in the midst of darkness, sadness, and loneliness, the light's still there. The joy is still there. And you can do it. So I hope you guys learned something from my lesson. Well, thank you for listening. That's all I have.
Boys and girls, I hope you all are doing fantastic, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So today I'm going to show you guys how to write your own journal. And I know that Caroline said that your journal is meant to be your eyes only, so you can write about whatever you guys please. But me, I'm going to write a journal for you guys, so it's obviously not going to be about whatever I would actually write about. The way I like to write my journals is I like to segment them up into different parts. So when I'm writing a journal, I might think about one thing, and then it might bounce around to a different thought, and then it might bounce around to a different thought. So in this journal, and I wrote about what my favorite football play was, and I talked about how it was a defensive scheme. But that also made me think about the great times that I had with my football teammates, and that made me want to write about the beach, and then that made me want to write about the time that I went to a weird glass house with my teammates AJ and Cookie. And then I'd like to talk about, and I'd like to write about all the different experiences that I had. And the thing that I would like to touch on is that your journal is for your eyes only. I mean, of course, if you want to, you can share with other people. That's your choice. But if you miswrite a word, or if you write a word that doesn't look so good aesthetically, meaning that, it's sloppy, or, you write off the line a little bit, it's okay. As long as you know what you're trying to write, and as long as you're still writing that word and you're getting to the next word and you're getting the words on the paper, it's a productive period. And I think that that is something that should be said. And I hope that you guys take my advice on that. Boys and girls, my name is Ryan, if you guys didn't already know. But today we're going to be taking a small brain break so you guys can get your creative juices flowing when it comes to your journaling. So the way that this small exercise is going to work is there's going to be 2 images or 2 things on the screen, and you're going to write down which of those things you prefer or which is better, and then you're going to write down why. So let's begin. So the first question is, do you like vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream? Now I'll give you guys about 10 or 15 seconds to answer. Some of you might have said vanilla, some of you might have said chocolate. Personally, I think that vanilla ice cream is better, but chocolate's pretty good too. There's a time and a place for both. So, the next question is, do you guys prefer winter or do you guys prefer summer? Now, I personally think I know how this answer is going to come up, but I think that we might have a few people that like winter more than the summer. But if you guys would like to go ahead and write down whatever you like the most about each season, go ahead and do that. Okay, so the next question is, do you enjoy pancakes or do you enjoy waffles? Now, personally, I'm more of a waffle kind of guy. I just think they're easier to make, but I think pancakes are pretty bomb too. I'm gonna go ahead and take a few seconds to write down whatever you prefer more. So, do you guys like sweatpants or do you guys like jeans? Now, I know you guys are a little younger, so you guys probably don't care as much as to what you wear to school, but what do you prefer? Personally, I like sweatpants. I think they're comfortable. Jeans aren't really my style, So, what do you guys like? Books or do you guys like magazines? Do we have any readers out here? I'm sure some of you guys like comic books. You consider that a magazine. The next question is the most controversial, probably. Do you like dogs or do you like cats? Personally, I'm a dog kind of guy. I think that they like to do stuff. Cats just like to sit around and do nothing, which I suppose some people might like. If you guys want to take a few seconds to go ahead and answer this question. Okay, next question. Oh, that might have been the last slide. Okay, that is the last slide. This concludes our little brain exercise. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
Actually be proud of. So what are some ways that we can decorate journals? Nice, I'm hearing a lot of good answers. So stickers, pictures, drawings, and any other kind of like pictures that you can cut out from magazines or drawing stickers, any kind of decoration or craft can go on your journal, which really just, again, makes it something that you can be proud of and really just feel connected with. So you also learned some journaling tips, and some of the ones that stood out the most to me were make journaling part of your daily routine, which is basically just saying that you should just incorporate it in your everyday schedule. So that way you don't find that you're just forgetting to do it too much. And also if you do it every day, you get better at it because that's more practice. And it's a better way to just express and release your emotions at the end of the day. Also, you should put dates on each journal. That way you can have a better record and have all your journaling be more organized if you want to look back on it. And like I said previously, it's important to be proud in your journal, which will make your writing better as well. Lastly, the benefits of journaling, it's just a very healthy way to express your emotions. So if something's bothering you or I don't know, something's just not feeling right, if you journal about it, that's a good way to just have some self-reflection and It's just better than, just holding it in and not telling anyone. Journaling is one option of how to deal with that. So thank you for joining us and watching our video on how to journal. Bye, everybody.
You can now decorate your journal or write in your journal. We will set a 5-minute timer, but you can keep writing even when the time is up.